Yesterday, krikzz announced that there's a major update to the SD2SNES hardware coming, the SD2SNES Pro. And I'm going to be joined here in a second by Ikari, or Maximilian, the creator of the SD2SNES, and the person who's brought us so many cool features and new games to play through the years through his incredible updates to the hardware on the SD2SNES and the software under the hood. This is a really exciting development. And I've said this many times, and I think I'll mention it in the interview, is that the SD2SNES is the greatest flash cart ever made. And I'm not saying it's going to be your favorite. Your favorite flash cart is going to be the one that goes with your favorite console. If the Super Nintendo is your favorite console, it's definitely the SD2SNES. But feature-wise, design-wise, the perfection of the way that it flashes ROMs and recreates the original games in basically a one-to-one carbon copy of the original, it's just unmatched with the SD2SNES. And it's not just me saying this. I mean, the people out there making flash carts say it, and it's what they all aspire to. So it's just really cool that Ikari came on here. He's going to talk about some of the new hardware under the hood and what to expect out of it, what exactly it is, and when it's going to be out. So I'll switch over to that now. And again, a huge thank you to Ikari for joining me, and look for this on the shelves online in about a month. All right, so I've got Ikari here who's going to be talking about the new SD2SNES Pro, and I asked if he could just come on and quickly talk about some of the differences and maybe talk about things that haven't been said anywhere else yet. I saw, so far, I think krikzz is the only person who's revealed anything, just posting a photo the other day and saying it's coming. So yeah, could you?
True.
What have you been up to with it?
Well, basically, it started out by krikzz himself contacting me. So the reason was that some of the parts of the old SD2SNES were getting hard to buy, or not very easy to source anymore.
Mm-hmm.
So he made some requests to do a new revision with changed parts, and yeah, that's how it started about a year ago, I think.
Mm-hmm.
That was
and
the first contact.
That's mainly you're upgrading from Spartan to like a Cyclone 4 FPGA.
Yeah. Right. So I think it's about 70 to 80% bigger gates wise or logic elements wise, and has almost double the embedded RAM.
Nice. So it kind of has a lot more raw power under the hood.
Yeah.
Compared to the old one. But yeah, like you said, it's mainly just because the old parts are starting to go out of stock, and you want to kind of get up to date with the newest stuff. So I think that's really cool. It's nice. I've been following SD2SNES so I've had several revisions of it. I've still got my
that's cool.
Original krikzz translucent red shell that I keep passing the new PCBs into. I've streamed with that a few times on here.
Mm-hmm.
And I've said many times that SD2SNES, no matter what anybody's favorite flash card is, I think everybody agrees that it's the greatest flash card ever made. And even flash cart makers, I think, hold it as the gold standard to which all other flash carts kind of aim to kind of get to that level. But yeah, I mean, in terms of design and features and new features, you keep adding more stuff to it, and it's just been really cool to be along for the ride. So it's cool to kind of get a fresh kind of engine swap, I guess, under the hood and get some more power in there.
Yeah, somewhat.
And you said it has more RAM too on the new model? Or is it just a different kind?
FPGA, so it will probably be possible to emulate some stuff that needs embedded RAM.
Cool.
Or that needs more embedded RAM than before. Like maybe the ST011. I think it will just fit.
Is that like Far East of Eden?
The shogi one.
Oh, shogi. Okay. Yeah, there's a few of those. Yeah. Oh, yeah. That's the biggest of the special chips, isn't it? Or the
018
most
is
complex.
the biggest, and
018.
that's still so far off the chart that it won't be possible to do. But
it's just shogi too, isn't it?
Yeah.
Shogi is like a Japanese or an Asian puzzle game, if people don't know. And for some reason, the Super Nintendo special chips got a lot of shogi games. But yeah, so do you have any like immediate plans for it, or for now is it just mainly to kind of give the hardware a reboot and get these new PCBs kind of up to date?
Yeah, for now it's more or less just the reboot. One thing that will work out of the box will be SA1 plus MSU1 combined, which
Oh,
didn't
cool.
fit the old hardware. And yeah, then there will be some more room to add features that weren't possible before. Like,
Awesome.
yeah, maybe Super Game Boy, maybe save states with sound, although that will need some analysis and research.
Yeah. Yeah, I think Super Game Boy sounds really cool, but that sounds like a lot of work to get that going in terms of that would basically be emulating a Game Boy or something, wouldn't it?
Right. Like the original Super Game Boy, which is an entire Game Boy on cartridge, just without the buttons, basically, and the display.
Wow. That would be cool.
Ah.
Yeah, and so with that, you could theoretically load like Game Boy ROMs, or would it just be for the Super Game Boy ones? Be any Game Boy? Not trying to like put you on the spot and get you to like obligate yourself to anything. I'm just curious.
Well, I think it will be Game Boy and Super Game Boy. Game Boy Color is a kind of a different beast that would be difficult to do because there's not enough bus bandwidth to transfer the color picture from the cartridge to the Super Nintendo. So it's just enough for the 2-bit or 4-color Game Boy picture. So some trickery would be needed to do that, and yeah, that would all be very experimental.
Cool. So I don't want anybody to get the wrong impression and think that that's like coming. He's just talking theoretically what's possible.
Yep.
So with the new hardware, that could be theoretically done. He's not saying it's going to be like, out anytime soon or anything like that. This is a very, very complex undertaking that he's talking about. But that's pretty cool that it's like theoretically capable of that. It's pretty awesome. So cool. Has there been any like release date on how quick it's going to be before those are available to purchase anywhere?
I think krikzz mentioned he was going to release this month.
Oh, wow.
And I hope we can make it.
Yeah, that would be cool. I didn't realize it was
the hardware.
I didn't realize it was that far along. I just thought it was like this is coming kind of thing. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I think he mentioned it in his tweet.
Awesome.
But
cool.
Yeah, let's see if it works out.
Yeah. Well, thanks for joining me. I know it's really late where you are, and you're putting your kids to bed and everything, so I didn't want to like hold you all night. But I really appreciate you coming on, and this is really cool. Yeah. And congratulations on improving our favorite flash cart. And I've seen a lot of flash carts through the years, and I mean, I wholeheartedly think SD2SNES is the best it gets. So to see a new version of it coming is just incredible. So thanks a lot.
No problem. Thank you too.
All right, cool. Well, maybe I'll talk to you later on down the line when it's out or when you've got some cool news or something.
All right.
All right. You have a good night.
You too. Then thanks.
Okay, so there you have it. Some pretty cool news. Huge thank you again to Ikari for joining me. That sounds pretty incredible. Really looking forward to the new technical capabilities of our favorite flash cart. And it's a really exciting time to be a Super Nintendo fan. And yeah, I'll catch you guys when I have some more news on this. Thank you. If you enjoyed the video, please like it and make sure to subscribe. And a huge thank you to my patrons who make this all possible. This entire new recording setup is thanks to them. I couldn't do it without you guys. And anybody who supports me at any level gets an automatic invite to the SmokeMonster Elite Discord, where I hang out and lots of cool people like Ikari hang out all day long, so you can come chat with us. But thanks, and I'll see you next time.